Hello everybody, welcome back. Today's the day we're gonna head east out of this desert area. We got a big trip ahead of us. We got to go about 2,400 miles that direction. And oops, Bella's Bella decided to maybe take a little leak before we hit the road. 2,400 miles. Hopefully the coachman will make it without any incidents. It always seems to have some little hiccup on the way, either on the way out here or the way back. There's always some issue that needs repaired or something. Hopefully it's nothing major. I've always been lucky that when it does have a hiccup, it's something that I can deal with. Just keep your fingers crossed on that one. Belle, what do you think, girl? Huh? It's gonna be time to hit the road? Huh? Ooh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh. Good girl. Hmm? Huh? Good girl. You ready to go? Are you ready? Let's go. Come on. She says, no, I'm gonna... Whoa, which way do you want to go? So before we leave, I guess a recent comment. Sometimes I like to address a comment or two. This time somebody says, I don't understand why people want to vacation in the desert. Well, that's kind of an easy one. Number one, it's warm. It was about 10 a.m. Very, very nice views, mountains in the distance. A little bit breezy at times. Wow. And out of nowhere, a pretty stiff breeze picks up. So I just walked Bella around for a little bit this morning. Again, let her take care of any business before we get out of here. I do need to get back to Pennsylvania in 4 weeks, so I'm allowing plenty of time. I got a doctor's appointment on April 14th and another one with my a specialist on the 15th, the very following day. So here it is. I think today's the 12th or 13th. You might not see this video. I don't know. It might be running a day or two late. So basically 4 weeks, and otherwise I'll have to reschedule them, and sometimes that next window is like way out there. It's different if I gotta reschedule just a week later or two, but you never know. Sometimes they're way out, so I want to keep those appointments. 4 weeks, yeah, I gotta get back. She's just out investigating, snooping around, sniffing. Oh yeah, the other comment, a couple comments, a couple people asked from the last video about whether that they assumed because I didn't say anything about the video before that, when I replaced the fan clutch in the coachman, they assumed in the last one because I didn't say anything that it must be fixed. I don't think it is, but also, like I said in that video, it's not until I really get on the interstate, get up the highway speeds, and you know, pushing the speed limit on it, maybe the warmer part of the day, where I'll be able to tell if it's like not running quite as hot. So we'll probably know when we get going east towards Phoenix. That's a long stretch. Be doing it here. It's getting, you know, warming up pretty good. Not hot, but we'll have headwinds going east, so we'll be pushing the extra wind. We'll be at highway speeds. I'll be able to better see then if the gauge is still coming up, you know, a little bit above where it normally does. So I'll get that figured out. We may have to do something about that. If it is, don't know yet. That trip we made just coming up from Yuma to Quartzsite in that last video too, that was in the evening when the air was cooler, and That road, a lot of it is 65-mile-an-hour speed limit, but it was at night, so I'm only doing, 55 or so, so really not pushing it. And I think we had a tailwind too. See all these variables. It's under the right conditions. It starts running hotter. So I'll know soon enough. Okay, you ready? You ready to get back in there? All right. I've also changed my mind on which way we're going. I wanted to visit a couple friends up in Kingman, Arizona. That's, I don't know, 100 miles to the north. And then, I don't know, right, give or take. And then heading east on Interstate 40. But it is mid-March, and the elevations up and over through the Flagstaff area, actually well before you get to Flagstaff, and then over towards Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's all higher elevations. I mean, it was just a week or so ago that they closed Interstate 40 down. Big snowstorm came through. That is a big stretch of wintertime. Big stretch of wintertime still going on up there. So I'm just gonna go across Interstate 10. I'll have to catch up with them another time. I really wanted to do that, but it's time to get going, and I'm not going to go through the winter. I'm not going to go through and get stuck in the snow or stranded because the highways are closed. I'm just not going to do it. So till next time, I'll see them then. Here, I'll share this screenshot I took this morning. This was the deciding factor. The blue dot over here is where we're at in the quartzsite area. You see San Diego's over here, and Phoenix to the east. Kingman's up here to the north, going towards Las Vegas. Even cold up in Las Vegas. But to get up to Kingman, we're getting into the cold. Going over through Flagstaff. Right here's the state line of Arizona and New Mexico. On over through Albuquerque and beyond over into Amarillo, Texas. The blue is cold enough. All this white is real cold, okay? And the pink is extremely cold. So we'd have to get way over here, well into the Texas Panhandle and beyond before we got into warmer weather. Into Oklahoma. Jeez. So if we go south down to, if we just go east towards Phoenix and down towards Tucson and Interstate 10, we have to get through this much smaller area of very southeastern Arizona and get across. There's the state line again. Get across New Mexico down into El Paso, which is just below Las Cruces. Here's that state line from New Mexico into Texas through El Paso, and over here we'll be getting into much milder weather much sooner than if we had to get the whole way up here. That's just, no, we're just not going to do that. No, we'll deal with a little bit of cold and get on our way down here. So that's what we normally do every year, is take 10 back, and that's probably the big reason for it. But it's interesting out here, the variety of way people do vacation, if you want to call it that, out here. Some people down here that has one of those like glamping, I guess it's called like a glamping tent. Tenting it. Another person with a toy hauler goes out to probably bring an ATV or something out. Got a nice Class A over there and a truck camper. Way up there is a van and another travel trailer and another Class A. So, out here you can spread out a little bit. We're almost back out to the road. We came back in away from the road a little bit. There's fewer and fewer people the further back in you go. We only went in about half a mile, and we had two neighbors in the distance. It's so peaceful out here too. Quiet, warm. I've enjoyed it. I should probably stop and clean my windshields today. I cleaned them on the inside this morning. Now I don't see the attraction here. We're on the main road, and people parking, camping right along the main road. Yeah, that I don't get, but I don't see the appeal of that. All right, turn right onto the I-10 East ramp to Phoenix. It's approximately 100 miles. So goodbye to Quartzsite for the year.
Merge onto I-10 East.
Kick the coachman into gear here, kick her down, and let's get rolling. All right, we had to make a stop. Of course, this wouldn't hardly be a traveling day if we didn't stop at the 76 station. Wouldn't hardly be a video. You can't make a traveling video if you don't include gas price updates, right? Just being sarcastic. That was another comment that was made. $2.99 a gallon. Hopefully that's hopefully we don't see any more $3 a gallon stuff. I'm hoping it drops from here on out. Going if we can get out of Arizona into New Mexico, certainly in Texas, gas prices should drop. I'm gonna try not to pay $3 or more, so we'll see how that goes. Nope, it is not fixed. I can tell you that right now. The gauge, okay, it was about 3/4 of the way up to hot, and so I slowed down a little bit. I brought it under 60 mile an hour, doing 55 actually, and it's back down to a little over the halfway mark. It never used to go over half, never. And the whole first year I owned it, and so I slowed it down, and this little toggle switch here, I turned on the electric fans. They are not automatic like they should be, but at least I can turn them on manually. And same thing, that first year they didn't work at all. Okay, so I found the wires and everything, and I hooked them back up, and I can at least run them manually. So, you know, I can manage the heat by slowing it down, turning on the electric fans, and it's, you know, it has come back down. Now, we are going up a long grade. So, you know, if I'm careful, I can manage it. I could just take it easy. We could probably get the whole way back to Pennsylvania, me just managing and watching my speed and running the fans. And like I say, it never used to be an issue at all. Just drive it. It was never a problem. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get there, girl, one way or the other. Poor Bella. She'll be up in a minute. We just took a break. We only came to the second rest area. Quartzsite is back that way to the west, and Phoenix is about another 50 miles that way. So we're about at the halfway point. What's the one thing, the one problem with traveling with Bella in this part of the country? Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Goat heads. Yep, we took a break. We were not 10 steps outside the door, and she'd already picked up one in her paw. I'd forgotten completely about that. So that is gonna pick up our pace. I'm gonna travel pretty rapidly. We're gonna travel the whole way through, out of Arizona, through New Mexico, West Texas. We got a long ways to go before we're out of goat head territory. So there'll be some like places where they're not as bad. We will have to stop and take breaks and keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, so yeah, so we're gonna get the heck through the goat head part of the country. Okay, I know some of you will recognize where we're at. Anybody? With all these boulders all over the place? Who knows where we are already? We're already a chunk west of, or east of, Tucson. The good old Texas Canyon area, even though it's not in Texas. But yeah, this is one of the places that has those terrible amount of those sticky, what they call the goat heads. So we're not even going to stop here. So yeah, we're getting some miles behind us, that is for sure. we'll get on off the road a little ways where we can take a break. Well, we took our break and we just entered New Mexico. And we're about to come to the summit of this hill, I believe, or this mountain. We're somewhere around 4,200 feet in elevation, a little bit over. So it's been a long, long, slow climb. What I mean is, it's just been gradual the whole way from Tucson. So, slow but sure, we'll get up and over New Mexico here. Check this out. I just saved a whole bunch on gas. I stop at a lot of Circle K's. Excuse the TV on the stupid gas pump, okay? I stop at a lot of Circle K's and I was like, I should join their rewards program, right? So last night I downloaded the app and here it's $2.85 a gallon. And so I come here to start the pump. It says enter your mobile number. I entered it. I saved 25 cents a gallon. Look, I'm paying $2.60 a gallon, where it is ordinarily $2.85. Well, there's a price for $2.75 for Easy Pay. Then they're switched over to $2.85 for cash or credit. I don't know. That works for me. So we're getting more gas. We are in Lordsburg, New Mexico, and we just crossed the highest elevation on Interstate 10 is here in New Mexico. Just a little ways back at just over 5,000 feet in elevation. So we climbed a little further. I was thinking it topped off at like 4,200 feet, but no, there's a spot where it was up to 5,000 feet. So I think we're up and over that. So soon it'll be downhill towards Las Cruces, New Mexico, down to El Paso, and we'll keep declining in elevation. I guess we could have got gas. No, nope. At the Snappy Mart, we could have got Snappy gas at the Snappy Mart. All right, we're on our last leg of the trip for the day. All right, we got about 60 more miles to go here from Lordsburg to Deming, New Mexico. It's gonna stop at an RV-friendly Walmart tonight. We'll have a trip total so far of about 460 miles. So we'll get up here to Deming, call it a night, and go from there. I don't think. Oh, there's a choo-choo train over there. We might have to check that out. Maybe we'll start the next video with that. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in Deming.
Turn left onto Walmart Drive,
Oops.
then turn right.
Here, no, we're gonna go to the next entrance. I don't think I've ever been to
Turn right, then turn left.
Deming, New Mexico in the daytime before. It's always like been a
600 feet, turn left.
let me shut this off. Come on, quick. Stupid GPS. There we go. It's always been after a long day of travel. Get here like just after dark. Or I get up and leave early in the morning. I don't know. Might snoop around. Might stay for a bit this time and snoop around. Like I say, might start the next video from here maybe. Could happen. or I'll just get up in the morning and take off like I normally do. This is definitely an RV friendly Walmart. I think I've stayed here about every time I've come out to the Southwest. And true to form, early in the morning, here we are again, back on the road. Gonna try to get another pretty big day in. Try to get well into West Texas. We'll see what happens. Thanks for coming along today. And we'll be back soon. I'll see you in the next video.